Now, as I recall, there are three apocalypses of Peter. There's the Coptic Apocalypse of Peter, which is Gnostic. There's the Apocalypse of Peter, and there's, I think, another one called the Gnostic Apocalypse of Peter, or something like that. I believe there's three of them. I kept getting misdirected when I was going on early Christian writing, so I had to dig around. And this always jumped out at me. There were two verses, or two sections that always jumped out at me. There's this one, and I might be mistaking it for a different Apocalypse of Peter, but Peter sees all these horrible things in hell, and people being roasted alive and their skin being black and crisp, and people in excrement and boiling, whatever. And he goes, but God, at the end he goes, Christ, God, you're good. How can you allow such torment? And Jesus basically says, don't tell anybody, but they're all going to get out. But let me tell you something. They're all going to get out, but don't tell anybody, because then people will just sin more. But here's a strange thing, and this really highlights the Docetic and the Gnostic views. And the Coptic Apocalypse of Peter was 200 to 250. Although, now that I say the date out loud, well, no, I guess that fits about right. That's about right. I wanted to say it seemed late, but no. Let me read this part to you. Was it? No. It's too. Hold on. I'm not going to do this guessing. Oh, well, okay. I was wrong. They date it from 200 to 255. The Coptic Apocalypse of Peter. This is, you can see where Apocalypse of Peter gets added on or retooled, and some of them aren't even the same text. They're just called that. The Savior said to me, the person that you saw on the tree, the one who is glad and laughing, that is the living Jesus. The other one, into whose hands and feet are driving spikes, that one is the body. He is flesh manifestation of immortal being put to shame, the likeness perceived by the natural eye. Look at him, then look at me. And I mean, the farther you go back, the even weirder it gets. And when he had said these things, I saw the multitude seize him. I said, what do I see, O Lord? Are they really taking you away? Are you grasping at me? Who is this person I see, glad and laughing on the tree? And is it another one whose feet and hands they are striking at? And the Savior said to me, the person you saw on the tree. This stuff gets weird. I was interested in this stuff because it was stuff that people don't know about, and not even that people know about, that I didn't know about, that there's this other extra information. There's all this other information about in different versions, not judging the credibility, but just different versions of this story that's so compact into the New Testament, and what else was out there. And the thing that kept me reading these over a period of a few years and finding them, and they didn't, I don't think they had anything like this out at the time when I was searching for the stuff, was the weirdness of it. It was just the strangeness of it. But it ruins you, because then you can't watch anything on like biblical stuff really ever. or when people are trying to talk about the New Testament, because you're like, when I commented about that National Geographic that did a reenactment of Constantine where he had a blonde page boy haircut, he was in a Gothic cathedral, he was dressed like a late Renaissance Germanic king, and he had 6 guys around him, and they said that was the Council of Nicaea. And they were dressed in all very bright, late Western garb of the of the Roman Catholic late 18th century, or actually the stuff that you see the popes and bishops walk down when they have the big pomp and circumstance. What's it called? Enclaves and all that for the papacy. Which Constantine had dark curly hair. He was very Mediterranean looking. He would not be dressed like a Germanic king. He wouldn't have a page boy haircut. He wouldn't have blonde hair, blue eyes. He'd look like an Italian or Palestinian or Greek. I mean, look at his facial features. Curly hair. He was strong. He was, just like a Roman. Probably had like the toga thing going on, and the bishops didn't wear stuff like that until very late. It's nerve-wracking, but I think I'm going to go through some of these things. The Apology of Aristides, that's cool. It talks about the Christian race, but race meaning a different word than what we understand it today.